existing roof is raised.
It's 3 times the cubic feet that it was before.
I think it's a fantastic process.
I tell people all the time that I lift roofs, and they have no idea what I'm talking about lifting roofs. I said, no, we take a whole building and we prepare the building and we lift the whole roof at one time.
It may sound far-fetched, but our E.S.E riser roof raising system can double or even triple the height of a building by lifting the roof and building structure in one piece. All the elements of the roof and building are recycled, making E.S.E riser the green alternative to demolition or other types of expansion. People who witness a building's transformation are eager to know more.
One day they're driving past a building and it's low, and the next day they drive past the same building and it's 12 feet higher, and I think that turns heads quite a bit.
At first, some people are skeptical.
Well, raise the roof, you know, intact with the lights and all that just sounded nearly impossible. And then try to take the siding up with you and told us that we could be here working the entire time. Sounded a little far-fetched.
However, even skeptics become believers.
It just went exactly as planned. They got the roof up in a day as planned. We were completely enclosed.
Proper planning, attention to detail, and our experienced E.S.E riser crews enable us to dramatically increase the cubic feet of a building on schedule and with a 100% safety record. Our E.S.E riser patented process was invented and patented by Frank Donnelly in 1978 to help a client find a better way to expand his building. This personal service is still in evidence today. Our total involvement and dedication are why E.S.E riser is the leader in this exciting field. Imagine the possibilities when sound existing structures are no longer confined to the low headroom they were built with, but instead are recycled into modern, usable structures that can compete successfully against new construction.
Take a building in a prime location, it's maybe 15 feet high, raise the roof up to 40-some feet high, put new sides on it, new utilities, and he has a modern marketable space.
It's every bit like a new building, except for we didn't have to tear it down. We reused the foundation, we reused the walls up to 12 foot high. And all of the services and everything in it, they're the same.
Our patented E.S.E riser roof raising process creates space at a fraction of the cost of any alternative because all the elements of the building, including the roof, support structure, walls, electrical, sprinklers, plumbing, and mechanical systems are saved and reused.
From the second that we looked at the building, we knew that raising the roof was something that we wanted to do. It was critical for us to have that extra cube. To tear down and start from scratch would have been a tremendous cost to us. To just raise the roof was far less expensive, and as it's worked out, it's been very successful.
There's a lot of advantage of the E.S.E riser system. One thing is everything is done in-house. We take care of the engineering, design, the fabrication, the erection, and the lift. And after the lift, we re-support the building and we put new siding and skin the building. And within a very short period of time, you get virtually a new building.
Here's how we do it. First, transition plates are welded directly to the interior columns at the base to ensure that the building loads are transferred directly to the footings. This important step guarantees that the original building design is always maintained throughout the lifting process. The result is a safe and flawless project. Next, the columns are cut near the base, and bolt holes are punched for bolting the column to the new box sleeve. These sleeves are engineered to be the lower half of the taller columns, which will support the roof at the new elevation. The sleeves are field welded in place and will ensure that the structural integrity of the building is maintained throughout the lift. Telescopic lifting columns are fitted and tied to the existing perimeter columns for stability during the lift. They will remain as permanent structural members of the new building. The sprinkler risers, drain lines, and power feeds are disconnected and prepared for the new roof elevation, while E.S.E riser crews are installing the hydraulic pumps, patented clamps, and 25-ton jacks for the lift. The roof is separated from the walls. After the system is readied and completely inspected, the roof is lifted at a rate of 1 foot per hour. Let's review. The interior columns are cut at the base and the perimeter columns are cut at the top. Then, box sleeves are fitted around the columns that will become the base support. Permanent telescopic lifting columns are installed on the exterior walls. Then, the roof is raised intact. If a second lift is planned, our iron workers immediately begin preparation. New upper sleeves are added to the raised section. The lifting clamps and jacks are moved to the upper sleeves and readied for the next lift.
We absolutely recreated the space and made it much more usable for ourselves and anybody else in the future. In the same footplate, we have doubled the cube of the building, which in warehousing is just, I mean, that's what it's all about. It's not the square footage on the floor, but it's the cube up that you can work with.
For over 35 years, our I.S.E riser patented process for safe, smooth roof lifting has transformed over 100 buildings from obsolete spaces into 21st century powerhouses. We have lifted over 5 million square feet of roof and created over 90 million cubic feet of usable space, all with a perfect safety record.
Every building we wanted to go up went up safely and soundly, and we take all the precautions necessary to have a smooth, safe lift.
This is truly the ultimate in recycling. We are I.S.E Riser, the world's leader in this exciting field.
We can give you the space that you need faster, more economically than a demo and rebuild for sure, and save you a bunch of money.
I would highly recommend it. So much so that a year later, we went ahead and did another building directly across the street and got the same result.
The most important aspect of this roof raise was the increase in cube, the increase in space within the same footplate. That's the single most important thing, you know, is the value of space.
They did exactly what they promised. They couldn't have been more cooperative. It was more about what were my needs to run my business while we cohabitate.
If you've got a building that's, a few years old and maybe could, is not in line with what the competition is offering today, this is a terrific way to bring it into line by giving it the headroom that the market is looking for.
It was an unbelievable experience.
All around with everybody involved, it was a very impressive project.
Guys, 21 foot, 1 foot to go. All set.
Let's go.
Dog.